Hi, I'm Sonely. Welcome to my home. Welcome to our home. This house was built in 2006 and we moved in about 6 months ago. We started renovating before we even moved in, and it's been a labor of love ever since. After months and months of hard work and transforming every single room, we're finally done. One of the very last things we added were our curtains from 2 Pages, and they were truly the finishing touch. They brought so much softness, texture, and elegance to every room and helped make this house finally feel like a home. This is our formal living room, and for the longest time, I did not know what to do in this space. And I really wanted it to feel really good in here because it's like right in the entrance, right when you come in. My top priorities were just to bring in lots of warmth in here and lots of texture, and that's exactly what we did. And the curtains really contributed to bring in that warmth and texture and just to make it feel cozy in here. And I think the space is beautiful. I love it in here. This right here is our dining room. I really wanted it to feel very collected and unique in here. I love every piece in here. Every single piece just makes the space feel exactly what I wanted it to feel like. These curtains really grounded the space and just made it feel complete. I love the texture. I love how beautiful they look. They just flow so nicely and they're so elegant and they look high quality because they are. This is our dining nook. We love to have breakfast here. I really wanted to keep it simple in here, but at the same time, I wanted it to feel elegant, and bringing these drapes just brought that elegance. Since the ceilings are tall, it just brought the perfect amount of elegance that I wanted in here. So right next to our kitchen nook, we have, of course, our kitchen. We completely gutted this kitchen. The actual plan was to keep it the way that it was, but I convinced my husband and he let me gut it, and so we gutted it. I wanted to bring in lots of warmth in here, lots of antiques, collectibles. I just wanted it to be timeless and lived in and have that traditional feel, what a home should feel like. This is our office and I love it in here. I love it so much, and my husband actually spends so much time in here now. He doesn't even let me spend time in here. This chase right here is so nice because it's antique and it's like in perfect condition. It's beautiful, and I just feel like it brings that femininity to the space that I wanted. When I'm like tired of sitting on my desk, I can just come here and finish working. I can edit my video while laying down on this beautiful chase. I love it in here. This right here is our playroom. So this is what sold us when we viewed the house. We viewed the house and my kids were obsessed with this room because there is a really cool spiral staircase in here with a hidden loft area for the kids. And they were like, we want this house, let's move in here. And I was like, you're right, like this house is so beautiful. This room specifically we loved, so this room is what sold us. All of the woodwork in here was handmade, and so I feel like it's very special. It used to be very dated and orange when we moved in, but we stained it all. I love how it feels in here now. This is our primary bedroom, and I really wanted it to feel very, very cozy because this is the room that we sleep in, and I think I achieved that. I love how cozy it feels in here. The drapes all over, right here behind the bed and right in our little bay. I love this little bay area here. This is where I have my little vanity table, and this is where I get ready in the mornings every day. And I just love having these curtains here because they just make it feel like I'm living in a fairy tale. Okay, so this right here is my daughter's room. She's 8 years old, and I let her pick out so many things in here just because I wanted it to feel like her. A mistake I made before in my other houses was that I always just picked whatever I wanted, and I never let her really pick whatever she wanted. But this feels so much like her. She picked her bed, she helped me pick the pattern of these beautiful drapes, and she helped me pick the color in here. And I just think she did a great job in picking out everything she wanted, and it's just girly, and that's what makes me happy about this room. This is our bonus room, and I wanted it to be a little bit different than the rest of the house. I wanted to do something different with the windows. The windows actually are not as big as where the curtains are. The windows are just this small space right here, but I really wanted this space to feel grand. So I went ahead and added the curtains all the way down to the end of the wall on each side, and I think this was the best decision ever. It looks so beautiful, so grand. I love it in here. It just feels so cozy when you walk in here. So I got this relaxed Roman shade for this window, and this is also in the bonus room. So I wanted to do a mixture of relaxed Roman shades and just regular drapes, just because these also bring so much softness into a space. The relaxed look is my favorite. I just think it's so beautiful in here with these Roman shades. So this is my son's room. Even though he doesn't sleep in here yet, I still wanted to make it special for him, just for whenever he decides to finally transition to this room, it would just be ready for him. It's such a beautiful green color that we painted it. He loves his little reading corner that we set up right here for him. We have his little books with the little chair, the little organic shaped mirror, and once he's ready, I know he'll love sleeping in here. So this is our guest room, and as you can see, it's such a beautiful room. Honestly, all of the pieces in here were like our leftover furniture that we didn't really know what to do with it. Leftover furniture, leftover decor, and we came up with this. So it was unintentional, but it came out so beautiful, and all of our guests that have stayed here have loved it. And some of our friends have even said this is their favorite room of the house. So I am so happy that they feel that way, and I love it in here too. For this house, I kind of wanted to be a little bit different from my previous homes, and I actually got curtains that stand out from the walls, so they bring in a lot of contrast. It's really nice because they stand out and you can like see that texture and truly appreciate them. So I think it's a mix for me. Sometimes I like them to stand out and sometimes I like them to blend in. I really hope you guys enjoyed this house tour. The 2 pages curtains and shades were truly the finishing touch that made the house feel complete. And I'm excited that I was finally able to share it with all of you. Thank you for being here.